You can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value added partner for next year and the long term.
Your ag lender will always be there.
At Young Real Estate, we understand the importance of face-to-face interactions. Our experienced agents are here to listen to your needs and personalize your home buying or selling experience. But we also recognize the power of technology. Young Real Estate offers virtual showings, allowing you to explore properties from the comfort of your own home. Young Real Estate, where technology meets a personal touch. Your dreams, our expertise. Contact us today and let's make your dream home a reality.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We do things the right way, we do it honestly, and we do it well. We go to trial with confidence that in Southeast Missouri, when we work hard and we do a good job of presenting the case to the jury like we know we can do, justice will be done and the client will be taken care of. If you need someone to represent you at trial, call Cook Parkett, Ponder & Walls.
NextEra Energy Resources is the world's largest generator of renewable energy from the wind and sun, and a world leader in energy storage. Since 2016, NextEra Energy Resources has invested more than $339 million in Missouri to fuel local economic growth. Today, our company owns and operates one wind energy facility in the state and is looking to invest even more in the Show Me State. We are committed to being a trusted community partner and look forward to providing affordable, clean, renewable energy for generations of Missourians to come.
Good afternoon and welcome to Aycorp Sports, the matchup between two top-tier girls basketball teams in the state of Missouri. The Principia Panthers from St. Louis come in with a record of 18-3, ranked number 1 in the latest Class 3 poll. The Jackson Indians are 16-1 and ranked number 6 in Class 6. Alongside my broadcast partner Bobby Alford, I am Jim Riker.
Jim, we got to see the Principia boys team look dominant on Saturday against Cape Central, and I am really looking forward to seeing this Principia girls team and what they bring into Jackson for tonight's matchup with the Indians. Principia seems to be improved on last season as they finished second in the state in Class 2. This season they were moved up to Class 3, and as a result of their successful season last year, and haven't missed a beat. Their only loss is to a Misha school that was Live for Life Academy, the number 1 ranked team in Class 5 on January the 20th by 9 points. The Panthers are led by sophomore Deja Scott, who scored her 1,000th point on January 13th in her 44th career game. As for the Jackson Indians, they come in ranked number 6 in Class 6 and have had big wins over several state teams, including the number 4 and number 5 ranked Class 4 teams, MICDS and Donovan. Their only loss came through the hands at St. Vincent, the number 3 ranked team in Class 2. The Indians are led by returning all-district senior Cameron Aldors.
Yeah, and both these teams are fairly young. Only one senior starter for Principia, only 2 senior starters for Jackson, and a number of freshmen and everything involved in each of those. So we're going to take a quick break here. We'll be back with starting lineups in just a moment, and then the play-by-play of this Jackson Principia game on Aycorp Sports.
NextEra Energy Resources is the world's largest generator of renewable energy from the wind and sun and a world leader in energy storage. Since 2016, NextEra Energy Resources has invested more than $339 million in Missouri to fuel local economic growth. Today, our company owns and operates one wind energy facility in the state and is looking to invest even more in the Show Me State. We are committed to being a trusted community partner and look forward to providing affordable, clean, renewable energy for generations of Missourians to come.
Do you need personalized merchandise? Trying to celebrate the season of that big state run? Then Juju Promotions in New Madrid has you covered. Whether it's heat presses, screen printing, or embroidery, we always have an option that will leave you satisfied and looking your best. With seasonal styles and plenty of accessories, there's something here for everyone. So come in and shop around. You'll be welcome with a smile and leave more fashionable than ever. Call us at 573-748-4040 or visit us in New Madrid.
My name is Kevin Rossville. I'm a farmer from Prairie County, Arkansas. Been farming since 1991. Started farming with my father-in-law when I got married. We've been raising rice ever since. We've all been looking for something for a change for years. And I think this 263L is going to be the next and up and coming thing for us. It's really going to work well on a lot of different ground and a lot of different farms around here.
Dynagrow 263L, available exclusively at Nutrient Ag Solutions.
We are back at Jackson High School getting set for the starters here, and we'll see from Principia first. They'll be in their navy blue road uniforms, trimmed in white. Jayla Hawkins, a 5'7" senior. A junior, number 10, a 5'7" junior, Nigel Williams. Principia based out of St. Louis. Nia Walker, 42, Isaiah Scott, a 6'2" sophomore, their big scorer. Number 12, a 5'4" sophomore, Nia Walker. And number 1, a 5'5" freshman, their second leading scorer, number 1, Lagana Love. They're coached by Joshua Spool. And we are set for the Jackson Indians starting lineup. And for the Jackson Indians, they are coached by Angela Fulton. A senior, number 5, Cameron Alsdorf. Senior number 22, Emmy Gross. Number 4, a junior, Lily Watkins. Number 20, a sophomore, Rachel Berger. And the last name you might be familiar with, a freshman, number 24, Kate Deck, younger sister of Cole Deck, the leading scorer for the Jackson men's team. As I mentioned, they're coached by Angela Fulton, assisted by Kimberly Dory, Mike Gross, and Jim Brady. We will try to get in some other stats from just girls basketball from around Southeast Missouri as the day goes along here. Jim Reich and Bobby Alford with you, and we are set to go. It will be Deja Scott, and I believe that will be Emmy Gross to jump center, and we're set to go. Scott is a big scorer for the Principia Panthers, and she tips it, but it comes down to the Indians, and the shot is short there by Alsdorf. Rebounds loose on the floor, out of bounds. Will stay with the Lady Indians. Alsdorf will trigger the inbounds here. Principia is going to start off in a, looks like a man-to-man defense. Alsdorf with it. She's guarded up top by Hawkins. Then turnover. Scott comes away with it for Principia. She gets it ahead to Love. Love crossover dribble, drives on the baseline, kicks it back out to Scott. They triple team her, and she kicks it across nicely to Hawkins. Then back out to Scott up top. Hawkins for 3, short, no good. Nice block out by Berger. The Indians come away with it. It's Alsdorf with it to Berger up top.
Well, Jim, right away I noticed Scott. She is playing really, really deep in that paint for Principia right now on defense. That is a chance for Jackson to get a quick cutter, and a post right there in front of her and a turnaround score.
Scott kicks it across. They kick it across now to Love. She'll take the three. Air ball, no good. Out of bounds off of Principia. We'll go to the Jackson Lady Indians. Full court pressure by Principia here on the inbounds. See how Jackson handles that. It's Deck with a freshman with the basketball. She kicks it off to Watkins. Inside, nice cut. They fake the three, lose it. Scott comes away with it on the turnover. Good hands there by the Panthers. No score yet, minute and a half into the ball game. Love down the lane. Jumper three-pointer, off the mark, long, no good, but the rebound's run down by Lagana Love. In the lane, she kicks it across. Baseline drive, up, and she'll be called for a travel. Good defense there as they cut her off down the baseline. And we see pretty early, Bobby, that the Principia team likes to drive that baseline.
Yeah, they like to drive the baseline. And you notice a lot of quick passes, too. You know, it's not a catch and hold and evaluate the floor. They move the ball quickly. So Jackson's going to have to be on their toes the whole game right here.
Deck with the ball. Love on her. Picks up her dribble. Is going to go someplace with it. Finally does kick it up top. That's to Gross. And Deck gets it back. Wide open three, off the mark, no good. Rebound inside, no good, but that's going to draw a foul. That rebound was by, I believe, Emmy Gross, and that foul is going to go on Scott. That'll be her first. She's really the only size that this Panther team has. She's 6'2", but after that, 5'10", and then they go down to fairly short after that.
Yeah, fairly short, and you look down the bench, you know, they got a senior guard, 5'6" in there, another, a 5'10" and a 5'9", right. A senior and a freshman. So they've got some kids that can come off the bench and spell her. And at the pace this game is going, Jim, I'm going to say that's going to have to happen.
Both free throws missed. Scott got the rebound. Then Principia with the basketball. Love with it. They cut her off in the 2-3. Jackson in the zone here. Actually a 1-3-1 it looks like. Long three, no good. Rebound loose, nice tip away, and then to Love, and she gets it blocked inside. Blocked by Alsdorf. Love into Scott. They double on Scott down low, up, it's no good, and she'll shoot two as she was fouled. And every time Daisha Scott is touching the basketball, she's getting double and triple team, Bobby.
Yeah, you noticed that as well as I did. As soon as the ball hit, there's a double team, and then the third person released because they thought when Scott's got it that close to the rim, she ain't passing. I mean, her job is to score inside, so they brought three people at her that time.
Good foul was on Rachel Berger, her first, team foul number 1. Free throw, no good. Both teams struggling to score here early in the ball game. Second one is good. So Principia breaks the drought, and it's 1-0 Principia. Watkins brings it up the floor. She's guarded by Walker. To Gross. She gets double teamed by Scott. It's loose, but it was a tip, and a go back court, and Berger will bring it back, and they'll get it. And then down low to Deck, and she's going to be called for a travel. She took an extra step, and she tried to make the pass there.
Yeah, and once the loose ball was out there, they tried to attack back down low, but Scott was able to recover and get back down there to affect that walk.
Berger checks out, and Addison Henderson, a freshman, checks in. Talking to Philip Britt earlier, he said he's talked to the coaches here, and they really are high on their freshman group.
Yeah, I was going to say, both teams had freshmen starting in this game, and now Jackson, 2 freshmen on the floor.
Nyjah Williams with a nice put up, left-handed, and it's 3-0 Principia. Nice job to step in the passing lane by Williams. She's then cut off, but Love gets the loose ball, goes up, and it's 5-0 Principia.
Well, you can tell Principia loves when Jackson comes toward the corner because they attack in the corner right there and make Jackson pick it up. And then these girls are turning her back to the basket. They've really got him in trouble. They think they got an open pass, but then somebody's there for Principia to pick it off.
Good job by Scott to stop and Deck there. And she gets the block, loses the basketball, but keeps it alive. Good job by Scott of keeping it alive there. Off to Hawkins. Kicked across Love. Nice little spin move in the lane. She's going to be called for a travel. And it's a turnover on Principia. Principia, a Christian Science school, private school based out of St. Louis. They've spent a ton of money, I understand, in the last few years on their basketball program, and it shows as both of their teams are ranked #1 in the state in Class 3. Deck with the basketball for the Lady Indians. Out to Gross, guarded by Scott. Jackson still
there's a
looking
good
for
cutter.
the first point, and that's going to be a foul on Scott. That'll be her second one.
Second foul on her, and that was a really, really good cut there. But Jackson, they brought that girl around. They was going to isolate up top and get Jackson out of the, Scott out of the play. Once she was sealed off, that person was about to have a wide open layup.
Paige.
And now Scott has to check out with the two fouls.
Paige Ivy, a 5'9" freshman, checks in for her. So you lose a 6'2" sophomore for a 5'9" freshman, and your leading scorer. Around the horn for the Indians. And back out.
Well, look at how the defense has changed now too, Jim. They are sagging down into that paint pretty hard without Scott on the floor. They need help down low, it looks like.
Nice move by Deck. Up, no good. Rebound by the Lady Indians, though. Alsdorf with it to Deck. She'll take the three. Rims out, no good. Rebound by Paige Ivy. Then quickly up the floor is Love. She kicks it in the right corner, down the baseline, up and good by Jayla Hawkins. And it's a 7-0 start in the first 5 minutes here from the Principia Panthers. Coach Angela Fulton going to take a timeout. And it'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. And it's been all Principia so far, Bobby.
Yeah, Principia now 3 of 8 shooting from the field, but Jackson 0 of 6. And really the pressure of the defense of Principia getting out on them and guarding, getting them in bad passing situations has really kind of shut down Jackson there. They did have a couple of open looks there. That three, just rimmed out on them. And look, Jackson's going to score, but I can guarantee you, Jim, they're not used to going, 5 minutes into a game now with 0 points?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a big game. Some of that nerves plays into it. A little bit different start time than what you would be accustomed to. But
right.
Jackson's going to have to settle and find some better looks for baskets.
Jackson with the basketball. Principia looks like they're going to pick them up at about mid-court now. And now Love picks Deck up a little deeper. Deck crossover dribble, looks for some place to go, gets in the corner with it, and kicks it up top. Inside, up and no good, but Emmy Gross will shoot 2 free throws as they got the foul inside. I believe that's going to go on Ivy. That's her first, so all 3 fouls for Principia down in the paint so far.
And again, look what happened. Without Scott in the game, they were easily able to attack that paint. I think that's somewhere Jackson's fixing to concentrate on. Down low near the rim, if she's on the bench for very long, and you got to think she's going to be there until sometime in the second quarter, that's going to be the area Jackson's looking to go.
Jackson 0 for 4 now from the free throw line. So they miss them both. Love brings it up. Comes down, she's cut off, but they set up a three-pointer. Rims out, no good. Nice, strong offensive board, though, in there by Williams. And they get it inside.
Really good help defense for that freshman there. Cut it off when he brought that double team.
So the basket shot is no good. Rebound by Berger of the, by Gross, of the Lady Indians. Deck gets it ahead to Alsdorf. She fakes the three, drives down the baseline, then kicks it back out up top to Deck. Back to Watkins. Henderson now to Alsdorf. She goes up and she'll be fouled. That'll be the second one on Paige Ivy.
Twice that possession they passed on opportunities for 3, Jim. They're, again, looking to go to the rim on these cutters or post-ups, trying to find an easier basket.
All sorts of subs for both teams set to check in here. There's the first point for the Jackson Lady Indians. The senior gets it. Reagan Gwynn and Lily Cole check in for the Indians, Lady Indians. We've got Nadia Bateman that's checked in, as well as Jamie Brown for the Principia team. And I believe that's it. So it's a 7-2 game now as Jackson has got on the board. It's a tip and a steal and a walk on Jackson. Henderson just couldn't get it on the floor quick enough with the defense right in front of her.
Yeah, and they did a good job defensively. They pushed the ball to one side of the floor, and they was able to cover the middle and then got caught on the walk once they got the turnover.
Berger checks back in for the Lady Indians. They trail 7-2, 1:50 to go here in the first quarter. Walker breaks the double team. Little 12-foot jumper off the mark, no good. Rebound by Alsdorf. She comes down the left side of the court. Gets it ahead to Deck. Nice save by Deck. And then we're going to have a foul inside. Give Kate Deck a lot of credit there. Rachel Berger will go to the line, but Deck kept that play alive.
And give Berger credit. She got to a spot where she could receive a pass in like that and go back up from the block. And right now, if you're Principia, you got to worry a little bit about the foul trouble you're getting. Then they're starting to stack up, and you've still got 1:34 left in the first.
Yeah, Jackson will shoot free throws for the rest of the quarter. Unfortunately, they're 1 for 5 right now from the free throw, or 2 for 5 from the free throw line. Second one up, and that's going to be short, no good, but a nice offensive board. Up and no good, but we're going to have a charge this time on Rachel Berger. And that will be her second foul. So she will check out, and Addison Henderson will check back in. And Cameron Alsdorf will check back in as well. She'll come in for Rachel Berger. A little full court pressure by the Indians. Jamie Brown breaks it across, though. And tipped, and Henderson with the steal. She comes up the court with it for the Lady Indians. Gets it. Alsdorf. Back out now to Deck. The freshman with the basketball. Tries to get inside, not there. Henderson with it. Tries to drive in. She does. Little runner left-handed, no good. Jackson just not able to score so far. Back up inside, blocked. Then out for the three-pointer, up and off the mark, no good. And then off of the Panthers out of bounds will come back to the Lady Indians, and Jackson just not shooting it very well at all. 0 for 8 from the field right now.
Yeah, and the story right there, missed opportunities. That was a wide open look from the corner they didn't knock down there. A couple contested shots down low, but you got to have those open looks in a game like this.
Oh, that's going to be off of Jackson. Good job by the official there. It bounced off. They tried to bounce it off Principia's legs, and it bounced right back into the Jackson player, and it goes back then to Principia.
Yeah, good trap right off the bat there by Jackson. I'd like to see him tighten that trap up. Actually, right there on the inbound, good opportunity to create a turnover right there.
Hawkins with it. Kicks it off to Williams. She gets double teamed, and then gets it across the timeline to Brown. Brown's going to be impeded there, by progress impeded by Reagan Gwynn, and it'll be a foul on Gwynn. Third team foul, first one on Gwynn with 37 seconds to go here in the quarter. Lily Watkins back in for the Indians. Both teams substituting pretty liberally so far early in the ballgame. Brown will trigger the inbounds. She gets it in to Hawkins. Back out to Love. Nice entry pass there. Double team, though, and triple team down low. And then the three-pointer up off the mark, no good. Long rebound. Henderson runs it down. It'll be, the referees will discuss, and it'll go to Jackson. 23 seconds to go in the quarter. Principia 3 of 12, Jackson 0 of 8, so it has not been a shooting clinic so far. Lily Cole.
Boy, that's an easy one.
Yep, Lily Cole gets fouled, and that's on Love. And that'll send, I believe, Cole to the line to shoot free throws. First foul on Love.
Well, they haven't shot it well. Only 2 of 8 from the free throw line, but here's the way you make up points in a hurry. The clock has stopped, and you need to make some points up. You could cut this lead almost in half right here. You know, 7-2 right now. You want to make it 7-4 as quickly as you can make it right here.
Lily Cole with the free throw. Good. Nothing but net. The senior knocks it down. She'll have a second. Second one is also good. Nice touch on that, and it's 7-4. Principia with the basketball. They get it into Love. Cut off there nicely, and then off to Hawkins. Up top. They give it back to Love with 6 seconds to go in the quarter. She tries to drive. She's cut off once again. Puts up a long three. Off the mark, no good. We're at the end of one, and it is the number 1 ranked team in Class 3, the Principia Panthers 7. The number 6 ranked team in Class 6, the Jackson Indians 4. We'll take a 30-second break. Be back here on Aycorp Sports. Jackson High School. Principia leads Jackson 7-4 at the end of the first quarter here. Shooting statistics are as the tail of the game, Bobby. I mean, 0 for 8 for Jackson, 3 for 13 for Principia. That neither team shooting it very well at all.
Yeah, tail of the game there, and also the fouls picked up by, in particular, Principia, because Deja Scott right now is on the bench. She hadn't played for, I'd say, maybe half of the first quarter there with 2. Look, I think for Jackson to score, they still have not hit a shot from the field so far. If they're going to score, their biggest defensive presence is out of this game in foul trouble. You've got to pound of paint, get cutters or post hard, and try to bury your person under that rim right there and get an easy turnaround off the board. But Jackson's going to have to get aggressive and play this game from the inside out.
Principia takes it into the backcourt. They give it off now to Bateman. Comes down, Kate Deck on her to Love. Jayla Hawkins kicks it back off to Love. Love tries to drive down the lane, does, kicks it back out. The drive into the lane and back out to Love. She drives down the baseline. Kicks it out for a three-pointer. It's up, and it is good by Nadia Bateman, the 5'6" freshman, and it's 10-4.
Well, they kept trying to find a way to get Love to be able to drive to the rim right there, and she was cut off every time, and then she found the wide-open shooter in the corner.
Alsdorf with it. Tries to get it back to Deck, but it's knocked away by Hawkins as a steal for Principia. Right side, she'll take the long three. Man, good-looking shot by Jayla Hawkins, and it's 13-4 and a timeout by Coach Angela Fulton as 2 quick three-pointers. Principia all of a sudden is heated up a little bit, Bobby.
Yeah, Principia is heated up. Look, Jackson's going to have to get out and defend that 3 a little bit better since they've knocked 2 down, but, you know, and that may loosen up the lane. Jackson's done really nice at cutting Principia off every time they've tried to drive the lane and score, but now if they start knocking down threes, once you've got to get out and guard, let's see how that game changes, because I feel like this is going to open up chances for the guards to really go to the rim.
Number of ranked teams in the state in the girls from Southeast Missouri. Delta in Class 1 is ranked number 3. In Class 2, Neelyville 8, Chaffee 9, and St. Vincent's out of Perryville number 3. So we're going to try to, like I said, talk a little bit about those as the day goes along here. Jackson with the basketball. They trail by 9, 13-5. Inside, jump shot up and good, but should be called for a travel first. Got to take that onto the basket there, Bobby.
Yeah, I think so. Or you get it if you don't feel anybody on you and you've got spacing in front of you, go ahead and shoot it. But if not, go to the rim. If you got a chance to go to the rim, make it easy and go to the rim.
Inbounds for Principia. Love with it. And it ball's tipped, loose, and then we're going to have a foul on, that'll be on Berger, I think. And no, I think it is not. It is not. It is actually on Deck, her first team foul, number 1.
A little surprisingly, too, Jim, every time I see Jackson has a chance to trap, it's a loose trap at best. I would rather see him go ahead and tighten that up and then scoot in around the only person open.
That's going to be a foul on the rebound on Nadia Bateman.
I really think they're giving enough space in that trap that lets Principia get out of it every time, and they don't really just kind of pin the girl down to one option to pass in.
Henderson and Cole check back in for the Lady Indians. Inbounds to Deck. She's a very talented freshman here. She's not scored so far this afternoon, but Jackson has really struggled with that. They have not scored from the field yet. Cole with it. Henderson. Oh, missed Deck maybe inside there. Deck tries to drive baseline, gets cut off nicely. Then in the lane to Cole, and she'll have a reach around foul on Jamie Brown. That'll be her first. Second team foul.
Cole has a nice shot on her too. She's one I like the size of Cole, the strength of her. Let her try to get inside and score for you right there if you're Jackson.
Out to Deck, to Cole. We've got a question at the scores table here. Trying to get timeout. Trying to discuss, I don't know what exactly, something with the either the fouls or the time or something. So it is 13-4 Principia.
Yeah, I'm looking for anything moving up. They put more time back on the clock, I guess.
Yeah, I think that may be right. So go out of bounds to the Lady Indians. Here's they had the basketball during that timeout. Goes back and inbounds to Deck. She's guarded out there by Bateman. Now Deck gets it back. Nice back cut up and missed the layup. No good by Alsdorf. Exactly what they were looking for there. Now they double team in the backcourt. They get it off. It's tipped and a steal to Alsdorf. She goes to the basket. She'll be fouled and will shoot 2 free throws. She'll be fouled by Hawkins.
Well, I mean, Jackson increased the intensity right there, but boy, you get a sinking gut feeling right there that they've got to start hitting shots if they want to climb back in this game. That was a beautiful cut and then missed at the rim. They get the steal, but they really need to convert on these free throws right here.
Free throw is no good. 4 of 11 now from the free throw line, 0 of 9 from the field. Nia Walker comes back in for Principia. Second one up and good by Alsdorf. She's got 3 of the 5, and it is 13-5 now. Walker with it in the backcourt, still gets double teamed. Now gets it across to Love. She sort of runs this offense a little bit. She's very quick. Drives down the lane, cut off, jumper off the glass, and good.
Man, Jim, that's good defense still, and she's just able to get up a shot over the girls from Jackson there and knock it down.
Cole with it. Throws it away out of bounds. Turnover on the Indians. Got a little rattled there, kicked it out of bounds, and it'll go back to Principia.
And the passing option stayed low right there, almost below the passer. They've got to get out wide to the top for her, have an angle on that.
15-5, 10-point lead for Principia here. We've got 4:47 to go in the first half. Love with it. They get it inside. Nice double team inside, then a steal by Alsdorf. And then right back by Jamie Brown. Walker with it. Oh, she thought about that 3 from the volleyball line. Back inside, good double team. Then they kick it back outside. 3-pointer up, no good. Knocked out of bounds, and will go to Jackson.
I'm going to tell you, the freshman in there, Addison Henderson, she's playing well. They have tried twice now to pick on her on the block right there, and she's had none of it, and then tipped that one away from the player and got the turnover for him.
Dory checks in for the first time for Jackson. Cole with it. Loses it, gets it back. Nobody moving much. Now they get it to Deck. Backdoor. Right there's your freshman you were talking about, Henderson, from Deck, and it's 15-7.
Yeah, if that's the design play, when they get that ball to the high post, they know to cut from the corner right there, and she got the easy score.
Turnover on Principia against the pressure. Bateman checks back in. If you're Principia and Coach Spool, you got to be pretty happy to have Dacia Scott on the bench as long as she's been on the bench and still be up 8 points.
Yeah, no kidding. That was a tough spot to be in early in the game, but they've played well without her.
Tried to force it inside, not there. Love comes away with the steal. Left side, nice kick. Back out to Walker. She drives down the lane, and she'll be fouled on the drive. It'll be out of bounds to Principia. That foul is on Lily Cole, her first. Team foul number 2. Walker to inbounds. Gets it and throws it right to Henderson. Kicks it to Deck. I think the Lady Indians are seeing that what they can usually do, that some of the ways they can force things just isn't there against this quick Principia team. Deck's going to be fouled by Brown. Tried to force her out of bounds a little bit, and that'll be a second foul on Brown, and Scott will come back in for Principia.
Well, if she didn't foul, Jackson was going to have a bunny right there at the rim, because that pass she made to the big post player down there, that was going to be an easy score.
Cole looks to inbounds. Into Henderson. She kicks it across and stepped on the baseline out of bounds. So turnover, 15-7, and that's going to be a walk on Love. Yeah, she just didn't put it on the floor before she took off. Berger checks back in for Cole.
Interesting point now here is you got 3:10 left to play in the first. If Deja Scott has rested this long, if they can post her up and let her get hot, Principia could run away with it early here in this one to close out the half.
Off to Deck, back door to Alsdorf. She goes up, no good. They tried to draw the foul on Scott there. She did a nice job of not giving it up. And Love with the basketball. Jackson 1 of 11 now from the field. Inside to Scott. She kicks it across three-pointer, no good. Nice offensive board. No basket, though, it'll be on the floor. It was a nice rebound, though, by Kayla Mason, a 5'5" freshman.
Yeah, she had great presence there on the weak side of the rim, and she just had a nice block out. She got position, got the block out, and just got fouled before she could get the shot off.
Foul was on Kate Deck, her second. Love kicks it in the corner, and that's going to be a travel on Nadia Bateman.
Yep, switched the feet when she wanted to drive.
So 15-7. Still 2:38 to go in the first half. Deck with it. Berger looks inside, nothing there. Dribbles back up to the top. And the Deck at the free throw line. They'd like to attack Scott, I would guess. To Deck. She goes up. Long, no good. Scott with the rebound. That's going to be a blocking foul on Henderson. We'll go out of bounds. First foul on Henderson, fourth team foul with 2:09 to go here in the quarter. Both teams will be shooting free throws the rest of the quarter. Into Love, into Scott. First time they've seen her not double teamed. She missed the shot, got her own rebound, though, up and good.
Well, and that's where you got to go. I mean, she's well rested, and you get her a good look right there on the post. You know, she missed the first, but got the second on her own rebound.
17-7 lead for the Lady Panthers of Principia. And Bobby, let's talk a little bit about some other area schools. And Donovan playing very, very well in Class 4. They're probably the class of Southeast Missouri in Class 4, no question.
Yeah, 18-2. Donovan's a solid team. And you look at that district. They've got Kennett in that district. They beat Kennett this year, I think, 72-35 earlier.
Right.
And I think it's Donovan's district to win. But when you look at some of those numbers. Boy, I mean, Kennett, and we'll get to let's see if I can get my information pulled up before we start here. The young lady at Kennett has had some kind of season.
Yes.
And that is Elise Edwards. She's a sophomore. She's averaging 30 points a game as a sophomore. 2 assists, 4 steals, and 4 rebounds per game. She's shooting 47% from the floor as a sophomore and 29% from 3. And I think 66% at the line. She just had a phenomenal season.
And by the way, she's 5'4". She's not
5'4".
6'2". She's 5'4".
Yeah, and when she walks in, you're like, I don't know who this kid is, and all of a sudden she steps on the floor. She hits fadeaway threes. Scored 1,000 points, I believe, this year early on in the season. 1,276 she currently sits. So that class is full of talent. Now, Donovan, again, is the cream of the crop, but I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of fun basketball there.
Absolutely. Kate Deck gets a three, her first points of the night, and it's 17-10.
If you're from Jackson, seeing a Deck hit a three, that is nothing new.
Yeah, you've heard that before, I think. Heard that call before. And a steal by Henderson. And then goes right back up and no good, but Henderson's going to be sort of pick up a frustration foul there. I think she felt like she got fouled maybe out on the top, and it was not, and then she picks up a foul inside.
Well, that foul never should have happened. When Henderson goes back and watches this game, she's going to see she just kind of held that ball in place. She didn't get wide with elbows and get out and pivot to make sure she's secured. She just kind of left it out there open for a cut-up or for a girl to come by and knock loose. And, it's a learning point as a freshman, no doubt.
Bateman with the free throw. Only the third free throw for the Panthers so far.
Jim, look at the numbers too, Principia. They've got off 21 shots to Jackson's 13.
Yeah, that Principia's defense has been really, really good so far, putting a lot of pressure on Jackson and just not giving them the opportunity to get their offense flowing. Second free throw is good, 19-10. Henderson with it. She comes down, guarded by Bateman in the corner. Out to Deck. Deck's going to take it all the way to the basket, up and good. Deck saw the opening.
Yep, beautiful pick and roll. So on the pick and roll, they stayed in the lane right there toward, that was Dory on the pick, and they just stayed with her and made it easy for Deck.
Deck with the layup, up and no good, but she'll be fouled and will shoot two. And that's going to go on, I believe, that's Love, and that will be her second.
And when that pick and roll happened, Jim, I was just watching it here on the screen, and I noticed how open the lane was. Jackson played it well. They spread the floor out, and they gave the person on the pick and the person with the ball a chance to operate. And when she set it, she rolled down the middle of the lane, and Deck was able to clear and get a good angle at the basket. That's the way it's done.
Dacia Scott checks back in now. A little substitute offense for defense here, so she maybe doesn't pick up her third foul. And Deck will shoot another free throw. Up and good. 19-14 now. They've cut it back to a 5-point game. Bad pass. Run down, though, by Principia, and a timeout by Coach Spool because he felt 10 seconds coming on, I think. And it'll be out of bounds to the Panthers.
Another follow-up to those girls around the area, Jim.
Yeah.
That class 4 right there, Kennett and Donovan, that's a great one. Looking at Sykeston, Sykeston's got Landry Hammondtree down there. She just set the girls' single season or girls' career scoring record there. 1,767 points was the old record. She has surpassed that with a few more games to go. She's got Sykeston looking good, and Sykeston hasn't always been a powerhouse girls team, but she is playing at a very high level now. Matter of fact, the cool thing about that, I think Landry Hammondtree and Elise Edwards play on the same travel teams in the summers together. So, two fine talents right there in the Boot Hill area playing together. But I'm going to tell you, the Donovan team, I think, is special. They only lost to this Jackson team before. I mean, that is a really, really good group. And Jackson's no slouch. They hadn't shot it as well as they'd like today, but, they're a quality team all the way around.
Absolutely right. The Panthers with the basketball, 44 seconds to go in the quarter. Drive down the baseline, and we're going to have a travel.
Boy, that's a pull-up jumper. You get that close to the rim, you got to try to pull up and jump.
Turnover, and Jackson with a chance here to cut into the lead a little more. They get it ahead. Nice job. Crossover, up, and boy, that's about as good a ball movement as you'll see any place, Bobby.
Yeah, how about the guts of that girl to inbound it, throw it over the head and leave it loose like that, and then she just did a tip pass over the top to her.
And we're going to have a foul on Alsdorf, and it will send, I believe it's Hawkins that'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws here with 28 seconds to go in the quarter. It's become a 3-point game, 19-16. As Jackson has come back, they were down 10, 17-7, I believe, and have come back now to cut it to 3. Jayla Hawkins 5'7" senior, rims out on a free throw, no good. Hawkins has got 5 of the 19 for Principia. Substituting Dacia Scott back out for the defensive end so she doesn't pick up her 3rd foul maybe. Second free throw is good. 20-16. Inbounds to Deck. Picks up her dribble. Then nice job. Deck gets it across the timeline.
I'm going to tell you, Deck had some handles right there, didn't she?
She did. Behind the back. Off to Allstar. Back. Oh, bad pass. Got to be a little quicker with that pass. Ball's loose. Still loose. Jackson comes away with it. Inside. Shot is up and no good. Rebound, though. And can't get the shot off before the buzzer. So Jackson had a chance to cut it to 2 there. Couldn't get it quite done. We're at halftime of this state-ranked matchup, and it is Principia 20, Jackson 16. We will take a break. We'll be back in about 7 minutes or so with the statistics in the second half of this one here on Aycorp Sports.
My name is Kevin Rossville. I'm a farmer from Prairie County, Arkansas. Been farming since 1991. Started farming with my father-in-law when I got married. We've been raising rice ever since. We've all been looking for something for a change for years. And I think this 263L is going to be the next and up-and-coming thing for us. It's really going to work well on a lot of different ground and a lot of different farms around here.
Dynagro 263L, available exclusively at Nutrient Ag Solutions.
Welcome to First State Community Bank, where the community is at the heart of everything we do. At FSCB, we're your trusted neighbors, committed to strengthening the connections that make our town thrive. You get more face time with our dedicated team to understand your unique needs and help guide you to financial success. We also provide the latest technology so you can enjoy the convenience without compromising the personalized touch. Experience our hometown advantage with modern conveniences. Visit us at fscb.com.
Thank you. Thank you for letting us be a part of your family and for trusting us with the ones you love the most. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of those lifelong memories. Thank you for taking us on the job and for putting us to work. Thank you for choosing us for your first vehicle and for every vehicle after. Thank you for trusting us for 70 years.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
In football, every play starts with one goal: protect the ball. It takes strength, teamwork, and focus to keep it safe. At First State Bank and Trust, we protect what you worked hard for, your finances. With us, you'll have a team that's always alert, keeping your money safe from every angle, through every challenge. We're here to protect your finances because at First State Bank and Trust, your financial security is our game plan. First State Bank and Trust. Strong, secure, trusted. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
At SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care while making our patients feel welcome in our warm and friendly atmosphere. With locations throughout Southeast Missouri, we provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to anyone and everyone that may need it. Visit SEMO Health Network for your wellness exams, COVID and flu vaccinations, lab services, dental exams, counseling, and more. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
At Southern Bank, we're never not helpful.
Attaboy. Way to hustle for the muscle.
Helping positive gym bros and everybody else.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from your family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Your ag lender will always be there.
At Young Real Estate, we understand the importance of face-to-face interactions. Our experienced agents are here to listen to your needs and personalize your home buying or selling experience. But we also recognize the power of technology. Young Real Estate offers virtual showings, allowing you to explore properties from the comfort of your own home. Young Real Estate, where technology meets a personal touch. Your dreams, our expertise. Contact us today and let's make your dream home a reality.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We do things the right way, we do it honestly, and we do it well. We go to trial with confidence that in Southeast Missouri, when we work hard and we do a good job of presenting the case to the jury like we know we can do, justice will be done and the client will be taken care of. If you need someone to represent you at trial, call Cook Parkett, Ponder & Walls.
NextEra Energy Resources is the world's largest generator of renewable energy from the wind and sun, and a world leader in energy storage. Since 2016, NextEra Energy Resources has invested more than $339 million in Missouri to fuel local economic growth. Today, our company owns and operates one wind energy facility in the state and is looking to invest even more in the Show Me State. We are committed to being a trusted community partner and look forward to providing affordable, clean, renewable energy for generations of Missourians to come.
Jim Riker and Bobby Alford back with you here from Jackson High School on Aycorp Sports. It's Principia leading Jackson 20-16 at halftime. And Bobby, the shooting statistics are not real pretty.
Yes, especially for the Indians. You know, they struggled so bad early. They finally got it together late in the third and made this a game so far. 20-16 is the score here at the half. In the books, it looks like this. It's Cameron Alsdorf with 3, Lily Cole with 2, Addison Henderson with 4, and Kate Deck with 7. They've got 16 points. They are 4 of 16 shooting the basketball right now at 25% from the floor, and that's just really hurt them right there. But inside, you know, you got to score. They've had some looks in there. They've just flat out missed. They're 3 of 11 shooting inside, and that's really hurt them. Here's a big key, though. 7 of their 16 points have come from the free throw line. If Principia can clean it up on defense, this may not even be a game. They're going to have to play a little bit better sound defense without fouling as much and not let Jackson get to the free throw line, because that's where they've made their money. They're shooting 50% there, so it's not like they're just lighting it up at the free throw line either, but that is where they've made most of their points. And Principia, they will look like this in the books. It is Lagana Love with 4, Jayla Hawkins with 6, Nija Williams with 2, Nadia Bateman with 5, and Deja Scott with 3. That is their 20 points. They are 7 of 21 shooting the ball from 4 at 33%. But here's the difference in the game. They're 5 of 10 inside right now, and they're 2 of 11 outside at 18%. Jim, right now, if I'm Jackson, I'm going to sell out on inside, protect the rim at all costs. Do not let them there. They're also shooting free throws at 4 of 6. When they get inside, they're dangerous. At 2 of 11, I think that was around 18% from outside. Look, I'm going to make you beat me from outside. They hit 2 threes out there in a row, just boom, boom. They haven't hit another one since. At 18%, I'm going to take those chances right now early in this game, and I'm going to turn up my defensive pressure. You've caused some turnovers in there. Jackson's got a chance to climb back in this game and take the lead here in the second half. They've climbed back in it. They've just got to turn up the pressure a little bit more, but especially protect the rim. Scott's back now. That's a big person down low. Expect her to attack.
We've got 2 other games for you this week on Aycorp Sports. On Thursday, the number 7th ranked team in Class 2, the Campbell Camels, will come to Bernie to visit the Mules. And then on Friday, we'll be at the Sykeston Fieldhouse where the number 1 ranked team in Class 5, the Sykeston Bulldogs, will take on the Cape Central Tigers. Follow our social media on Aycorp Sports and Aycorp Media for the links to all of our upcoming games. Jackson with the basketball here to start the second half, and they trail by 4, 20-16. Kate Deck with it. Principia stays in a man. Off to Berger. Puts it on the floor now. Gets around the screen. Going to try to kick it into the corner. Little runner left-handed up and good by Lily Watkins.
Yeah, not an easy shot there at all by Watkins, but she gets one to fall.
Love with the basketball to Scott. At 6'2", she can bring it down, but she lost it out of bounds. It's a turnover. I don't think they probably want her handling the basketball a whole lot if they can help it, Bobby.
Yeah, and that wasn't trapping pressure right there, but it was enough pressure that Scott felt the players around her and just lost control of the basketball.
Deck once again with it, guarded by Walker out front.
First opportunity Jackson has had to pull this game even since the very tip.
Up top, Berger inside. Jump shot partially blocked, but that'll be a foul, and that's going to be the 3rd one on Love, I believe, and will send Emmy Gross to shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, if that's the 3rd on Love, that is the 2nd leading scorer for them, and now picking up number 3.
Emmy Gross to shoot 2 free throws for the Indians. Up and off the mark to the side, no good. Jackson really struggled from the free throw line this afternoon.
Yeah, that missed shot takes him under 50% for the evening.
Second one, also no good. Rebound by Love. She kicks it in the corner to Hawkins. Walker up top. Looks inside, nothing there. Gives it back to Love. Love kicks it across. Hawkins traveled. I was watching inside there the matchup with Emmy Gross and Deja Scott, and Gross is laying on sort of leaning on Scott, and Scott is not real crazy about that physicality, I don't think.
Yeah, and I was watching the other side of the lane with Deck there, who she was guarding. Deck was pretty soft right there, I thought. I thought they had a chance to try to throw it down there and push her around, even as a freshman. She didn't really come out and deny right there. That's something that Principia needs to take advantage of.
Alsdorf up top behind the three-point line. Kicks it in the corner. On the floor, little runner, short, no good. Rebound by Scott. Love with it in the backcourt, gives it back to Scott. She'll kick it, come across the timeline, and then give it up to Hawkins. 2-point game, 20-18. 6 minutes to go here in the third. Jackson could use something to get this crowd in the game as well. They need like a big three-pointer or something.
Boy, there's a triple team. Look at there. She had to get rid of that.
Love for three. Short, no good, but rebounded by Williams. Off of Scott, out of bounds. He'll stay, though, with Jackson, with Principia.
Yeah, Jackson had the stop they wanted to make him take a three, and then he missed out on a rebound right there.
Into the corner to Hawkins. Picks up her dribble and kicks it back out to Love. In to Scott. She takes a 15-foot jumper, no good. Nice block out, and that'll be Scott over the back. That was a really nice block out there by Emmy Gross.
Yeah, that's what I thought. She did a great job blocking out. Now, somebody else from Jackson's got to jump up and try to grab that basketball too. But
right.
I mean, that is textbook on a block out as you can get.
Deck with it in the backcourt, guarded by Walker. The freshman brings it across the timeline.
Man, Jim, I'm telling you, I'm impressed by her handles.
And a three-pointer by Watkins, and Jackson with their first lead of the night, 21-20, brings the Jackson crowd into it a little bit. Love down the floor, all the way to the basket, up and good. Good job there by Grossman, not picking up the foul. Watkins with it again. Kicks it across the deck. In the corner, Berger back to Deck. Deck to the basket, gets it blocked, straight up. The referee says, good call. And they get it ahead, and that's going to be a travel. And a turnover. Go back to the Lady Indians.
I'm going to tell you, as a freshman, Kate Deck can absolutely handle the basketball.
Yes, she can.
I've been very impressed by her tonight.
Yeah, she can. You're exactly right.
And she's only going to get better. I mean, as a freshman now, I mean, she's going to have a couple more years to really shine up here.
Watkins with it in the corner. Henderson puts it on the floor. Little runner, she'll be fouled and will shoot two. Addison Henderson, the freshman, has impressed me as well, Bobby. She's not been afraid to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, not afraid to take it inside against a bigger, more aggressive team maybe. And, you know, she's playing well. She's had some good defensive plays as well. So a chance right here to charity strike to put her team back in the lead.
And the fourth one on Deja Scott, the leading scorer for the Principia Panthers. Henderson's free throw rims out, no good. Boy, Jackson has just struggled so much from the free throw line. Scott's going to check out, and Paige Ivy will check back in.
You know, and credit Jackson right now. They did knock down a three out there earlier, but, boy, they have really tried to attack inside, and look what the benefit is. You've got Scott out until probably, I'm going to say she's going to be out the next 8 minutes till probably the 4-minute mark in the fourth.
Yeah, I would agree. Henderson's free throw ties it up at 22. Full court pressure still by the Indians.
Boy, great defense.
And then they get it ahead to Ivy. She's going to take it all the way to the basket, up and no good. Rebound Henderson. She comes out of there, gets it out to Deck. Deck stutter steps, goes down the lane, no good. Rebound, loose, taken down, and they get it ahead to Williams. Off of Alsdorf, out of bounds, will stay with Principia.
Well, a great hustle by Alsdorf there. They had a run-out chance for a layup, and she hustled back down the floor to knock that away.
Principia stacks up on the lane. And a hold on the Indians. That's going to go on Reagan Gwynn, her second. They get it in the corner to Love. She handled a very difficult pass right there. Inside, boy, didn't even look on that inside there and got it. Jumper up and good, only a two-pointer. Her foot was on the line, but that was Nigel Williams. And it's 24-22 Principia. Both these teams are starting to heat up just a little bit.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter, 2 or 3 right there. You got to feel good, Principia knocking down an outside shot with Deja Scott on the bench.
Man, Kate Deck takes it strong. That's a strong take right there, and we're tied at 24. Love with it. Breaks through the defense, then kicks it off to Hawkins. She'll take the three. Short, no good. Rebound loose. Down the lane. And there's going to be a blocking foul. No basket. Will be on the floor. Will go out of bounds to Principia. That's going to go on Gwynn. That's her third. Watkins checks back in for Gwynn, I believe.
And notice now, without Scott on the floor, how aggressive the guards have gotten for Principia trying to drive inside.
Inside, they kick it back out. Ivy down the lane. Good defense that time by Henderson. Alsdorf brings it up there, the senior with it. Guarded by Love to Henderson. Alsdorf for three. Good!
No hesitation there. She shot that with a person right in front of her, the catch and shoot.
Cameron Alsdorf, the senior, with the big three, and Jackson with their biggest lead of the day, 27-24. Hawkins with it, puts it on the baseline. They're going to be blocked there by Cole. That'll be the third team foul on Jackson.
Well, and then right there could have been a communication to help Cole out. I think that was Henderson maybe holler, help, help, help. She's there. She maybe didn't get the push there because she had help coming. I think they had her cut off on the baseline.
Up top to Hawkins in the corner. That's Walker. She drives baseline. Nice kick through on that to Ivy. Off the mark, no good. Rebound. Good blocking out, but nobody went after the basketball, and Principia comes away with it because of that.
You got to credit Principia how hard they get after a loose ball off the rim.
Ivy, nice hands there by Alsdorf. And then a bad pass by the Indians. Down the floor, up and no good. Offensive board there, up and good by Nyjah Williams. That's 27-26. Watkins with it for the Lady Indians. In the corner, Cole for three, no good. Long rebound comes down to Walker. She pulls it back out, kicks it off to Hawkins. We're going to have a push on Henderson inside as the ball went inside to Nyjah Williams.
Well, Jim, there's a big number right now. If you're a Jackson Indian, you're not going to want to hear this one. They are getting beat 18-9 in the rebound department. Look, Principia is just being a lot more physically stronger and aggressive, going to get that ball off the rim. They've got to get better in that area.
And a 5-second call on the Principia, and it'll be a turnover. Jackson still leads by one, 27-26. Alsdorf checks right back in. She just took a very quick break. Cole will check out, and Lauren Dory had checked in for Alsdorf on the last time out. I don't think Kate Deck's been off the floor a second this game.
I don't see how you would take her off the floor a second. I mean, she has been really good up top for them.
In the corner to Alsdorf. To Dory, but it was knocked away. A steal. Ahead, up, and no good. Rebound down loose, and we'll have a jump ball, and it will go to Principia.
Frustrating again. Jackson had a rebound and couldn't clear right there. They've got to be stronger with that basketball.
Yeah, Principia is doing a really nice job of getting after every rebound, and Jackson's got to match that aggressiveness. I agree. Screen set. They get it in to Ivy. Good runner across the lane. Missed the shot. No good. Then we're going to have a foul. And that's going to go on. Ooh, and
well, credit a referee right there.
Yes, you're right.
He walked away from that. He saw the player talk back, and he looked, and he didn't call it. I mean, he knew he did not need to control that game with a whistle.
Right, exactly right. Good job there. Williams, that was her first foul. Team foul number 4. Jackson still with a 1-point lead.
Nice.
To Henderson. She goes to the basket. She'll be fouled and will shoot 2 free throws. Good give and go there by the Lady Indians.
Boy, and I'll tell you, that's the 2 freshmen working together. They understand the game, you know. On the give and go, she knows exactly when to take off and cut toward the rim right there. And that is just a great job down there with those 2.
Third foul on Paige Ivy, so they're post players. One has 4, one has 3. Henderson's free throw is good. She's got 6 points. Addison Henderson has played so well today. Her second one is coming. Up and good also. 3-point lead for the Lady Indians, 29-26. And a steal. Watkins goes up. It's no good, but she'll be fouled and will shoot 2. Fouls continuing to pile up a little bit for Principia.
Well, Jim, a couple of my keys of the game was I said at the half, I said Principia's got to clean it up defensively. This is 2 trips in a row now to the free throw line. I said Jackson's got to shoot better, and boy, have they. They've come to life shooting the basketball all of a sudden. And really, they're still protecting rim decently well on the defense. They've just got to rebound better, but, man, they have turned things around in this game.
Bateman's foul was on Bateman, by the way. First free throw, no good. Jackson now 10 of 21 from the free throw line. If they just made free throws today, they'd be way ahead. They make the second one. That 70% that we talk about all the time, Bobby, in all of our broadcasts, if they were shooting that, they'd have a big lead right now.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hawkins gets it knocked away. It's loose on the floor. Alsdorf comes away with it to Deck. She goes up off the glass, no good. Rebound inside Henderson. She goes up, no good. And then a rebound off of Principia out of bounds will go to the Lady Indians.
What they lack in free throw shooting, maybe they make up in defense. Jackson is getting after Principia right now.
Jackson to inbounds. Watkins looks for a place to go. And gets it up top, tipped away. Deck, good job of feeling that pressure. Should take the 3, off the mark, no good. Long rebound, comes down to Principia. Nice job, missed the shot. Rebound back up, no good. Once again, they're on the board strong. And
Look at that.
Another offensive board.
What a play over there. Number 22, that is
Jamie Brown, yeah.
Jamie Brown. She tipped that thing back in bounds as she was falling out.
Ball's loose. Henderson saves it. Great play by Henderson. Keeps it alive, and Jackson comes down with it. 4-point lead, 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Alsdorf with it. Gets in the corner to Henderson.
Well, I thought she missed the chance to Dory right there. She was trying to post strong.
Out to Deck with 15 seconds to go. Looks like they'll play for one here if they get a chance. Henderson, it opened up for her. She didn't take it. Watkins' wheel got bumped a little bit. No call. And it's going to be a foul on Deck over the back. And that'll let the Panthers shoot free throws with 5 seconds left in the quarter.
Yeah, so this is interesting. So number one, Jackson, if on a missed free throw, they've got to rebound strong right here. You don't want to give the Panthers a chance on a miss to get a putback, but if they make this second one, and boys basketball, 5 seconds is no problems. And girls basketball, getting that thing up the floor and getting a shot off, that can be a little bit more challenging right here. So that was a tough spot to get a foul on.
Yeah, a little bit dicey to get it up the floor. You're exactly right. Free throws are coming here, up and no good. That's a miss by, I believe that is Bateman shooting the free throws. That was the third foul, by the way, on Kate Deck. That could be very important for the Lady Indians. They've taken her out here through these last 5 seconds of the quarter. Second free throw is good. They get it ahead. Dory, they're going to call a walk on her, and she really didn't need to do that, Bobby. She probably could have got down the floor almost for a layup or maybe at least a little 10-footer or something.
And you can't blame her for trying to make sure she got a shot off.
Shot off there is short. So we're at the end of 3 quarters, and Jackson has come back from trailing early on by 10. They now lead 30-27 as we head to the 4th quarter here on Aycorp Sports.
Welcome to First State Community Bank, where the community is at the heart of everything we do. At FSCB, we're your trusted neighbors, committed to strengthening the connections that make our town thrive. You get more face time with our dedicated team to understand your unique needs and help guide you to financial success. We also provide the latest technology so you can enjoy the convenience without compromising the personalized touch. Experience our hometown advantage with modern conveniences. Visit us at fscb.com.
We're back at Jackson High School. We're headed to the 4th quarter of this matchup between 2 state-ranked teams. And right now, the Jackson Indians, as we head to the 4th, lead the Principia Panthers 30-27. Jim Riker, Bobby Alford with you. And Bobby, really a big turnaround there in that 3rd quarter for the Lady Indians.
Yeah, a 7-point win right there for the Indians. They doubled them up and scoring 14-7. And you look, 14 of those points, 6 of those come from 2 threes right there. So that's 6 of the 14. They still knocked down a couple free throws. It's not like they're just killing them inside with the 2s right there, but Principia is going to have to defend them but really take care of the basketball better. Jackson's defensive pressure has really, really frustrated Principia, and their best player has been in foul trouble most all game.
Watkins with it for the Lady Indians. Out to Berger. Little weave here. Watkins with it. To the basket. Up and good. I'll take it back. That was Alsdorf. Cameron Alsdorf for 2, and it's 32-27. Full court pressure by the Indians once again.
Well, they have found a way to make some money inside, haven't they?
A lot of trapping here. Got to be close to 10 seconds. Out of bounds. We're going to discuss it here. And it'll be Jackson's basketball.
Well, again, that defensive pressure they have turned up on Principia, and Principia is just trying to dribble it up the floor against the press right now instead of catch, maybe plant, and find an open person.
I think they're also used to having Scott in the middle of that press probably to be able to have as your safety valve, at 6'2", and they don't have that right now. That makes it tougher, no question.
Yeah, I would agree wholeheartedly there.
They get it into Deck. Bad pass, though, stolen by Bateman. She goes up, no good. Rebound this time by Watkins. She gets it out now to Deck. Deck contested that shot with the 3 fouls. She kicks it off to Berger. Back to Deck. Berger gets it back, fakes the 3, drives into the lane, Kicks it off, up and no good. Tipped tipped again, taken down by Bateman. And once again, Principia just dominating the boards in this basketball game.
Yeah, Jackson had a good look right there and didn't convert, and then the struggles for the rebound are real. I mean, they're getting doubled up on that. 22-11 Principia leads.
Three-pointer off the mark, no good. Rebound this time by Alsdorf. Out to Berger. 6:42 to go, 5-point lead for the Lady Indians, 32-27. Scott sets a check back in here for Principia, and a timeout by Coach Fulton, as she was going to get a 5-second call against her if she didn't call that timeout.
Well, a little learning moment in basketball. When you pick your dribble up, don't pick it back up over your head, because that defender's going to close out to your body really closely, and your pivot is gone at that point. If you're going to pick it up, make sure you rip that ball from high to low and keep on pivoting with your foot. That keeps the defender honest right there. Jackson gave up position, and that forced the coach into the timeout.
Once again, this week we've got 2 more games. On Thursday, the Campbell Camels visit the Bernie Mules, and on Friday night, the Sykeston Bulldogs, the #1 team in Class 5, host the Cape Central Tigers. Also, make sure you check out our podcast, SEMO Sports Zone, with Drew and Dave, featuring Andrew Moore and David Jenkins, chatting about all things high school sports. New episodes are released every Monday and Thursday mornings. It can be found at Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, and the SEMO Sports Zone YouTube channel.
Jim, I believe Jackson boys are scheduled to come up soon again on the Aycorp Sports Network. I think the Jackson at Sykeston game, that should be a good one, because Sykeston was firing on all cylinders Saturday, let me tell you.
Man, they were. I think that's a week from Friday possibly, and you're right. Jackson was unbelievable. Sykeston was unbelievable. Deck for 3, short, no good. Rebound run down by Love.
Somebody needs to get down the court. There's a runner out there.
Love crossover, kicks it out to Hawkins. She'll take the 3, good, and we've got a 2-point game, 32-30.
That's the first 3 Principia has hit since way early in the game once they hit those back-to-back 3s.
3 of 17 they are, but that put them within 2, 32-30. Deck with the basketball. Kicks it across to Watkins, up above the circle. Now Alsdorf in the corner to Deck. Deck for 3, good.
Woo!
Kate Deck from the corner.
Hand in her face and drained that.
She's got 12, and it's 35-30. Love with it, double teamed in the backcourt. And then a steal. They get it across to Watkins. She goes up and good. The press paying off for the Lady Indians right now.
I'm telling you, their defense is suffocating.
37-30, Scott gets it. And it's going to be a blocking foul on Lily Watkins.
Well, they had to make a gamble right here. They're down 7, and Scott's back into this basketball game. If I'm Jackson, you want to identify that and attack her. Get her out of this game. She's got 4, so she's got to play careful on defense. But everything I do if I'm Jackson is going to be inside near the rim if possible.
Dorian Henderson checked back in for the Lady Indians. And a steal by Watkins. Just took it away from Hawkins.
Boy, Watkins has played well today.
Henderson with it just in the game. Puts it on the floor, left-handed dribble, down the lane, up and missed the shot, no good. Scott with the rebound. Great drive, just didn't get there. Principia gets down the floor quickly, up and good by Nigel Williams. And Coach Spool of the Principia Panthers is going to take a timeout. We're going to take one as well. It's going to be a full timeout. We're going to take a 30-second break here. It is 37 for Jackson, 32 for Principia. We'll be right back here on Aycorp Sports.
SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care while making our patients feel welcome in our warm and friendly atmosphere. With locations throughout Southeast Missouri, we provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to anyone and everyone that may need it. Visit SEMO Health Network for your wellness exams, COVID and flu vaccinations, lab services, dental exams, counseling, and more. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
Back at Jackson High School, it is 37-32. The Jackson Lady Indians lead the Principia Lady Panthers here in this matchup of state-ranked teams. Jackson was down as much as 10 early in the ball game, 17-7, but had a big third quarter, and it's opened the lead up a little more here. Principia's Dacia Scott, their leading scorer, has been in foul trouble pretty much all night, so she hasn't got a ton of minutes in the game, and that's been a real difference in the ball game.
Well, Jim, on the Honor Flight Shootout coming up, Principia's got Incarnate Word Academy, and if you know anything about them, that is a high-quality girls basketball program. I'm going to tell you, February 15th, that will be a heck of a game up there.
Yeah, this is a really good basketball team, and they take on all comers. I mean, they don't mind playing just about anybody. So that Jackson has stayed with them is a great game for the Lady Indians. Henderson with it up top.
I thought that was a good pass up by Henderson. She didn't take that three. I thought that was a great decision, and she turned it over.
Yeah, 5-second call. She just didn't do anything with it, and you've got to make some sort of move to the basket or get rid of it within 5 seconds, and it's a turnover.
Yeah, I thought, again, great decision not to shoot a three. You didn't need it right there, looking for something more, a better open shot, and she just didn't get a pass off.
Nice drive down the lane, then kicked out. Drive to the basket, up and no good. This time rebound by Henderson, and Scott just fouled out on a foul that didn't need to be committed that far from the ball.
And Jim, I don't know if we can get the replay again or not, but it was because she was behind her and reached around. I thought her hand was on the ball right there, but she was behind the player when she did it.
That's what she thought too, I think. But anytime you reach around like that, you're going to get that call against you, don't you think, Bobby? I mean,
yeah,
it's just a hard call, you know.
She was 100%. Now, there's this discussion down here going on about the foul. Maybe, nope, it's going to stay.
Yeah.
I thought she was directly behind the player for Jackson. But she reached around, and like I said, I thought her hand hit the ball. But when you're at that position, that is a gimme call for a referee.
Yeah.
I mean,
absolutely.
And the only reason that would have worked for Scott is her 6'2" length to reach around that. But still, though, I mean, that is just a chancy play right there.
Yeah.
At this point in the game with 4:24 left.
Watkins with it. Off. Allsdorf. Tries to drive baseline, then kicks it across, and she was impeded. And it'll go out of bounds to the Lady Indians. That foul will go on Hawkins. That's her second team foul on Principia.
Now, sticking with that thought, your leading scorer, you haven't shot well from outside. Principia is only 3 of 17 out there.
Great inbounds play and finish by Allsdorf.
And Jackson has really been heating up in the lane, too. I mean, they're going to push the game even further with that presence going out of the game.
Down the floor quickly is Walker. And a steal. Henderson gives it off to Deck. Allsdorf says, let's slow it just a little bit. How about? Deck has handled this offense fantastically for the Lady Indians tonight. She gets triple teamed. It's not there, so she kicks it back out top. Nice ball movement. Inside, little runner, wild shot sort of, but rebound that time to Watkins, and he tries to get it to Dory. Can't do it. Ball's loose. It'll be a jump ball and will go to Principia. Bateman and Payne check in for the Lady Panthers. 39-32, Jackson, a 7-point lead, 3:30 to go in the ball game. Love with it. Gets it ahead. Nice lead pass. And that's going to be she lost control of it. Good call by the official. And then Dory with a nice rebound.
Yeah, now that's the way you clear out a rebound for Jackson.
Absolutely. Deck with it up top. Love on her. Watkins now.
Look at the way Jackson's spreading that floor. They're making them come out and guard and trying to give open space.
Henderson will take the three. No good. Rebound ahead, and then a steal, though, by Watkins. They tried to force it a little bit. Deck for three. Off the mark, no good. Jackson's putting some shots up they don't have to right here, I don't think.
I'm going to tell you, Jim, Jackson got lucky on that last turnover because Henderson missed a three, and she stayed inside. She didn't get back. Somebody's got to be the person to rotate to the top or get back. On a missed shot, it's not many times you get that. Sprint back down the floor and play defense right there. They got lucky. They just threw that into the hands of Watkins, I believe.
Deck with the basketball for the Lady Indians. Kicks it across to Henderson. Two freshmen there for the Lady Indians. Nice dish inside up. Missed the shot. No good. Rebound, though, comes out to Watkins. Out to Deck. Allsdorf for three. Good!
Great ball movement by Jackson.
Cameron Allsdorf with the three, and it's a 10-point Jackson lead, 43-42. Ahead to Payne. And she's going to be called for a travel, and it'll be a turnover.
Boy, you can feel it closing in on Principia right now. The defense, and then Jackson just seems like every tip pass and ball is going their way.
We talked earlier in the game about how many more shots Principia had than Jackson. Now it's cut down 40 to 42-40 in the number of shots. Deck.
Boy, heads-up play.
Sure was. Throws it right off the legs of Nadia Bateman and go out of bounds. Gets another 10 seconds.
I think right here, if you're Principia, you've got to find a way to turn up defensive pressure and cause a turnover.
Mason checks in. Loves checks in.
With only 2 minutes left in this game, and it's a 10-point game, you have got to turn up the pressure right here.
Yeah, I agree with that. You've got to try to get a couple of steals here pretty quick and get this back down to like 6-point game or something. Into Deck.
And trap where you can.
Deck behind the back, kicks it off to Watkins, across to Alsdorf. Dory with it, back to Alsdorf. They did a nice job of handling that pressure right there.
And at some point, they need to start fouling. They've only got 2 team fouls, and Jackson has not shot the free throws extremely well today.
And then off of Dory's hands and out of bounds, a turnover on the Lady Indians. That would have been one they probably would have liked to rotate it back up to the top to Deck and reset a little bit if they could have.
Well, they've only knocked down 12 shots from the field, and you've got to knock down probably around 5 here quickly in this game.
That's going to be a foul on Watkins. Her second, team foul number 2.
Not the worst foul because they've got to inbound again and try to push this thing up the floor.
Hawkins checks. Oh, she's set to check in. Love's going to try to, and that's going to be a foul on Alsdorf. Oh, question.
I think they're looking at the line. Yes, she did.
She stepped out of bounds first, I reckon, so it's a turnover. Jackson will get it back. That's good officiating right there, too, Bobby.
Yeah, he thought he saw the call and wanted to get the other refs' thoughts as well.
Right. That was really well done. Inbounds to Henderson. Back to Watkins. Alsdorf, the senior.
They've got a foul. You've got a foul.
Off to Henderson, and she traveled. She stutter stepped there, and that's a turnover. Jackson's trying to help him out a little bit. Jackson's still been out rebounded by 10, 25-15, but what matters is the 10-point lead on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and it's been the defense of Jackson that's been the difference. They have really got out and caused a lot of turnovers.
Hawkins for 3. There's a 3. Cuts it to 7 with a minute 12 to go. Inbounds the Deck. She gets double teamed, and she'll be fouled. That'll be the 3rd team foul. That'll go on Payne, I believe. Nope, I take that back. It'll go on Bateman, her 3rd. 1:08 to go here in the ball game. 7-point lead for the Lady Indians.
Yeah, and if you don't get a takeaway, you got to foul quick again.
Watkins with it. Gets it ahead to Deck. Man, they have a lot of confidence in Kate Deck, don't they?
They sure do.
And she'll draw the foul on Bateman.
Which is the right play. Yeah, at this point, their only hope is to run that thing up to the 5th foul, and you've got 4, so now don't let Deck be the one to go to the line.
Right, and with the Jackson only shooting 11 of 22, Coach Fulton's going to take a timeout, and it'll be a 30-second one, so we'll keep it right here. So, yeah, with Jackson only shooting 11 of 22 from the free throw line, Principia does have some hope here.
Yeah, I think so. They just knocked down a corner 3. If you can get an 0 for 2 and a rebound, because they have been more physical than Jackson, so a good possibility that rebound's going to go their way. Get it up that floor quick and take whatever score you can get and pressure that inbound. And again, if you don't get a trap, foul immediately.
42-35, 56 seconds to go here in the ball game. Jackson leads by 7. They have the basketball. You certainly would like to have it, I think, in either, if at all possible, Alsdorf or probably Deck's hands if you could. Watkins will set the inbounds. They set a screen. They get it into Alsdorf. And that's going to be a foul on Love, and that will send Carmen Alsdorf to shoot 2 free throws. That's the 4th one on Love. 2 free throws coming here. Could make it back to a 9-point game. Still be a 3-possession game, of course.
Yeah, right here, Principia needs to know where their quick out pass is on a missed free throw. They need to push.
Free throw, no good. 11 of 23 for the Lady Indians. I'm sure Coach Fulton is not real happy with that. 50% now, 12 of 24. Cole checks in for the Lady Indians, and Nia Walker checks in for the Lady Panthers. 54 seconds to go. It's an 8-point game, 43-35. They get it into Love. To Payne, and they throw it away out of bounds. Just couldn't get it up the floor, and it's another turnover.
Well, if Jackson can push it back to 10, I mean, this one is almost over.
Alsdorf, it opens up for her, but she wisely, as a senior, pulls it back out. A little bumped there, no call, then gives it off to Deck, who gets double-teamed.
Good trap.
And then bounces it off of Bateman out of bounds. She's done that twice now to Bateman. I would like to see Kate Deck in a couple of years. She may make them forget her brother up here. She's going to be just a dandy.
Yeah, she is. I'm sure getting a little advice from him has not hurt at
absolutely.
all up here.
You think they have played in the driveway and he's taken it to her a few times, but she's learned?
I'm going to say he probably doesn't let her win, though.
I would guess that's exactly right. She comes out front with it, getting bumped around, and then finally gets fouled and will shoot 2 free throws. Good job by the Lady Indians. They're running time off the clock there.
Yeah, clock all the way down to 14 seconds. I mean, it's pretty much over, but I think if she knocks these 2 down, it's going to be over at that point.
I would agree. That would be a 10-point lead, a 4-possession game. That's the 5th foul on Nadia Bateman. So Kate Deck, who's got 12 points on the afternoon, shoots the free throw. It's good, nothing but net. She's been the one steady at the free throw line so far today.
Yeah, she has. 20-16 at the half. Jackson was down, and they have really, really turned it on and played well the second half.
Yeah, they have. Second one, also good. So a 10-point game with 14 seconds left. Now Jackson just doesn't want to foul, I would think. Let the Principia get it down the floor. It's okay. Payne to the basket, up a runner, no good. Rebound, Payne gets it right back, misses. Cole with the rebound, 2 seconds, 1. And that is the ball game. The Jackson Lady Indians with a 10-point victory, 45-35, after being down by 10 early on. So, yeah. Bobby, let's look at the numbers.
Impressive second half for sure. We'll start with the Principia Panthers. In the books, that will look like this. It is Lagana Love with 6. Jayla Hawkins with 12, Naja Williams with 8, Nadia Bateman with 6, and Deja Scott with 3. She's our leading scorer usually. Held to only 3 points tonight, and she did have 7 boards. Led her team in that department. They were 13 of 45 shooting the basketball at 29%, 9 of 27 inside the arc at 33%, 4 of 18 beyond at 22%, 5 of 8 at the free throw line. Jim, that's an area. They didn't go to the free throw line very much in the second half. You know,
right.
They lost that ability to attack inside because Jackson's defense turned up so well and cut them off from that. They did have 26 total rebounds in the game, again led by Deja Scott in that area. And for the Jackson Indians, it will go like this. It is Lily Watkins with 8, Cameron Alsdorf with 14, Lily Cole with 2, Addison Henderson with 7, and Kate Deck with 14 points on the night. And that is their 45 points. They were 13 of 40 shooting the ball at 33% from the field. Remember that number, I think, was like 25% early in the game. So They picked that up a good click. 8 of 26 inside the arc at 31%. 5 of 14 beyond at 36%. Jim, that is a nice clip right there in high school basketball period. And they shot it well out there, especially in the second half.
They did.
14 of 26 to the free throw line, 54%. I'm going to say, for me, that is my worry and watch-out area if I'm a Jackson Indian right there. That 14 of 26, you want to see that be better in this game.
Yeah, it's got to be better. You're exactly right.
They did have 16 total rebounds in the game. They were led in that department by Addison Henderson with 4 as they complete a really, really nice second half and come back and get this win. And what a job by a freshman out there. Kate Deck, 14 points. Hey, Alsdorf also – I mean, she's not a all-district player for no reason. 14 points as well in this game. She really shot it well. Her numbers are nice there. Great win for the Jackson Indians coming out here.
Yeah, with that future's bright with those couple freshmen they've got, and I know their 8th grade group is pretty strong too, so the future's pretty bright up here for the Jackson Lady Indians. We'll be on the air Thursday night on Aycorp Sports from Bernie as the Campbell Camels, the state-ranked Campbell Camels, will come in a Class 2 matchup. And if you don't know, folks, 5 of the 10 teams ranked in the state of Missouri in Class 2 right now are out of Southeast Missouri. So Class 2 is loaded. You'll want to join us for that. And then also on Friday night from Sikeston, as the Sikeston Bulldogs will take on the Cape Central Tigers. From my partner, Bobby Alford, this is Jim Riker saying good evening and God bless from Jackson, Missouri.